My name is Serge Zimaleta. I'm 37 years old, and yes, I experienced success after buying my first home for cash. Back in 2011, I was broke, but I learned to solve problems on my own. Now, I'm helping others to solve their problems. I know what pitfalls to avoid to stay profitable in business. Need motivation to be more successful in your life? Do you have Sprinter, Expedite, or business problems? Then subscribe. Let's find creative solutions to your problems. Hit the bell notification so you don't miss any of my helpful videos.
Hello guys, and welcome to another day with Zimaleta. This is going to be a podcast, so welcome to my podcast, guys. This is something new that I'm trying and actually getting some success out of it. Currently, my podcasts are done with an application that's called Anchor. It is actually a free service, which is super awesome. So if you're somebody that's trying to get into podcasting and you would like some of that information, the app is called Anchor. And if you ask me a question in the description, I could actually tell you how it's spelled, just in case. But it's a free service and it's pretty awesome. The cool thing about Anchor is, you know, if your podcast gets approved, you could be on services like Apple Podcasts and every other podcast, major podcast that's out there. Luckily, thankfully, I've been accepted, so that is actually a really good thing. So guys, the topic of today's video that we want to talk about, we're going to talk about expediting, and not just any video about expediting. This is going to be a very important video, guys, for you to listen to. If you guys are driving out there, like in a Sprinter van, regular van, I don't care what you're driving. If you're driving a van, you might want to listen to this. So with this type of video, well, actually a podcast, what I'm trying to actually get is all of us drivers together on the same page. So like, you know, stay in touch, I guess, with my YouTube channel, like subscribe. That way we could actually make a date. So what am I actually talking about? What dates am I talking about? A specific date when we could actually take the, I guess, the transparency back to the drivers like we're supposed to have. So what am I really meaning by transparency? Transparency is something that all of these logistics companies, they're keeping from us, and they're making it look like it is not important for us to see. Yet we are not company employees. We are contractors. We get paid for the service that we provide. We are the most important part of that company's future. Without us, they cannot actually stay in business. Therefore, we need to make our rules and not only sign their contracts, but we should have our own contract if we want to work with these companies. So what I'm really getting at, we should, I think, get away from the prices per mile. We should start getting the percentage pay, same as semi-truck drivers that are getting paid from all the brokers. They're getting paid the percentage. In most cases, it's 5%. In some cases, it's 10%. It's probably the most common one right now. But there's transparency that needs to be done. Here's what's going on, guys. We are being lied to on daily basis, thousands upon hundreds of thousands of times to you drivers, and I think enough is enough. So I think we as drivers, we need to stand up for our own rights, and we need to claim what's ours, and that is actually getting paid the proper pricing, the fair pricing, and stuff like that. Here's the way we could actually accomplish this, guys. We cannot accomplish this by just being one and we decide to do this. This is why we all need to come together. We need to set up some kind of date where we could actually say, okay, we're going to have a little peaceful protest. Basically, one day we would not take any loads for Expedite at all. I don't think one day is going to hurt any of your businesses. One day is nothing. I think we more need to do like a week. But let's start with one day, and we're gonna maybe choose one day out of the month, out of the certain type of week, maybe like one day in a month that we could actually just not take any loads. We will be in protest until we get what we actually ask for, and that is transparency. The companies need to provide us with the actual paperwork, how much the load actually costs, before we could actually negotiate on the price, what we're going to take it for. So just because we're not going to be doing it per mile, get paid per mile, and we're doing a percentage rate, do keep the prices per mile, you know, as something as a consideration, because you obviously need to understand how much you need to get paid. Why are we doing it with a percentage? Because if I'm going to say let's get paid 80 cents or $1, everybody cannot be on the same page. So I think the most important thing is transparency. It is the key factor that we need to ask for. If the company is going to be saying, here's how much we're getting paid from this load, then we need to find out. We need to actually say to them, I work for 90%. of the monies that is provided, because you are providing 100% of the service to this company. All they're doing is they're loading you and they're sitting behind a computer. You know, they may claim they got overhead, but chances are they don't have no overhead. They're sitting behind a computer in the house, you know, or whatever apartment, whatever that they're at, and
in 800 feet, turn right
on loads. So basically what you need to do is stand up for yourself, because you're stuck with the pricing of the cost of your Sprinter vans,
turn right onto Andre
cargo vans, whatever you guys have, and the insurance is not getting cheaper by the day. It's getting more expensive. More and more, I'm seeing drivers paying $18,000 per year in insurance. Therefore, it is not getting cheaper.
Continue on Andre Road.
They're raising the bar, and they are basically taking all of their money. So basically, they're not taking all of their money. They're taking all of our money. So they are taking all of our money, but when you have an accident, you're not going to get any of that money back. They're taking more per year than in most cases your vans are worth. If your van is a couple years old, chances are you're going to have closer to 100,000 miles on it. Go try to trade it in at the dealer. Most likely they're going to give you 15 to 16 grand for it. So if the insurance is costing you 18,000, you're not going to get 18,000.
In a quarter mile, turn left.
As a matter of fact, your van is worth about 16 to 18,000 to them, to the insurance company or the trade-in, you know, company. But you still owe more money on that van. Chances are you still owe 27,000, because most likely you paid anywhere from $36,000 to $39,000 if this is a gasoline model. If you got like a diesel model,
turn left onto Marvin
Road. A lot more. So that being said, you are the one that's losing all the money. Your van is depreciating every single year. And this is something that no driver out there is taking into account. Everybody's worried about the pricing, the prices, the fuel cost, the insurance cost, the van cost. You're not taking into account the fact that your van is depreciating every single month at a rate of $1,500 per month. So you need to take that cost and divide it into each load and figure out what is your cost really is, and all that insurance and good stuff like that. So because we are contractors, that means these companies rely on us 100% to deliver all their freight. If we're not going to deliver the freight, they are going to be at loss. So do not think you are weak and you're powerless. You are very powerful. You basically, the ball is in our court as drivers. If we say we're not going to be doing any loads that single day, better a week. But for that, we need to all negotiate and on a specific date and say, let's do it this specific date. 1 week, we're not going to take any loads. Guess what's going to happen? These companies are going to meet our requirements of being transparent, because that is the least that they could do. And they need to definitely become transparent. It's the most important thing that we could accomplish, and actually start getting paid the percentage of that load. This way, we're not going to be being lied to. We're going to be getting paid exactly what our percentage is worth, because they're going to need to email us in today's day of information and emails. Because we're emailing them our documents, they could very easily email documents to us and actually pay us exactly from the documents. So what's going on today is a lot of companies out there that just opened up. They're not very big companies, but they're very good companies as far as to find loads for, but they are lying and taking advantage of drivers. And to make things even worse, they're not providing us any information whatsoever. This means all the loads that you have done, you probably wrote them down on your paper. If you did, that's a good thing. Please keep track of all your loads and how much you're getting paid. But here's what they do. They pay you a deposit towards the bank account, but they do not provide a PDF file format disclosure per each job that you did and how much miles that you did and how much miles per mile the load actually paid. They don't provide you that because they're completely hiding all the information. And if you're not somebody that's pretty, you know, like staying on top of things, you're going to very easily miss this and not look into it. You see the money just got deposited into your bank account and you're going to feel good about it. You're going to think, okay, so I got some money. That's good. That is not good. We need to have that information. First of all, we need to have the information for our record so that we could do proper taxes at the end of the year and deduct all the mileages that we drove and to actually have proof on paper. You know, but that is just one thing. And this is not what I'm actually pushing on. This is something that should be going on already. My company provides me a statement every single week for all the jobs that I did and how much money I got paid for those. And then I compare notes. Now, a while ago, they used to pay me a little bit more, actually miles, than what I actually drove, because they were trying to be extremely fair, and they were paying me a lot more than the miles I actually drove, because they were paying according to the broker that gave them the loads. Nowadays, I even am noticing that they're paying me less mileage. Right now, I'm not saying anything yet, because it's not going to impact just by me, you know, saying something like this, you know. But I think we all need to come together, and I think somebody needs to bring us together, right? So why not it be me, you know? So subscribe to my channel and keep watch for these videos. I'm going to create a special playlist and place it on top of my YouTube page, and that's going to be like Expedite announcement type of a playlist, what is Expeditors are doing and stuff like that. That way we could actually, you know, focus on when and what is going on besides my Expedite playlist, you know, that I talk about different Expedite information. So guys, let me know what you think of this, guys, and let me know if you're interested. Let me know if you subscribe because of this, because, you know, every time when I talk to guys, they're like, something needs to be done, something needs to be done, we need to do something. But guys, nobody's doing anything. And now this is only one thing. This is, you know, what's going on with Expedite. Now, insurance is a whole another matter. What's going on with insurances? Why are we paying the progressive prices of $18,000 a semi-truck policy on the Sprinter vans? You could understand why semi-trucks are paying it. Their cargo is way more expensive. They're going to do way more damage when they're going to create an accident. Why are we stuck paying these same prices that semi-truck drivers are paying? We are not even getting paid the same amount of dollars, yet we are paying the same insurance cost. So I don't know what can be done about that. I have some ideas. That is something to ponder. So sign up, guys, and let's stay in conversation together. Let's keep in touch. Let's figure this thing out, because if we're not gonna do this, you know, chances are it's only gonna get worse, because guys, it's been getting worse every single year. Now, 2017, I was getting paid anywhere from $1.20 to $1.80 per mile. Now you're lucky if you're getting paid 80 cents. And some drivers are saying, what can I do? I have to take 60 cents. Guys, this is ridiculous. We should not be getting paid this unfair prices and, you know, letting these companies take advantage of us, because more and more of these scam companies are popping up, taking their money. As soon as, you know what, hits the fan, they shut the company down, open up another one, and keep doing it over again. But anyways, guys, stay in touch. God bless you. And I hope you like my little rant. Take care. Good luck.